Shiloh Sanders drops honest reply after Deion Jr. predicts hostile crowd for brother Shedeur in Boulder. Folsom Field's black and gold day felt like the closing credits of a movie. Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes said their goodbyes to Shedeur Sanders, number 2, and Travis Hunter, number 12, both NFL-bound after leading the team to a solid 9-4 season. Spring, with its fresh starts, seemed like the perfect time to wrap up this chapter. But Deion Sanders Jr. figured this transition wouldn't happen without some fan ribbing. Turns out, things were different, and Shiloh Sanders saw the positive vibes coming. Well, what else would you expect with the Sanders crew running the show? It's got to be a bittersweet moment for the whole team, especially for Deion Sanders, watching his sons head to the pros. But mixed with that overwhelming feeling was a clear sense of pride, and Coach Prime made sure to voice it. I looked in both of their eyes. I know Shedeur and Travis were pleased, they were thankful, and they were proud. That means a lot to me. The time frame, nobody's going to be happy with. Somebody's always going to have something to say. But the way we are right now, we are a now generation. Those guys deserve what they deserve right now. So I'm proud of them. No wonder the fans ate that up. Now picture this. Shedeur, a QB with a killer 74% completion rate, but also tagged as cocky by some analysts, heading into the draft as one of the most polarizing prospects, steps out in front of a packed Folsom Field of over 20,000. Plus, the whole jersey retirement debate. Maybe that's why Deion Sanders Jr. totally misread the room, thinking the vibe might turn hostile and Shedeur could get booed. Shiloh Sanders even spilled the tea on well-off media about a playful bet he and his brother had about it. "Hey yo, me and Bucky got a bet," Bucky said. "They gonna boo him." I said, "They not gonna too. We don't get haters in real life." "Bro, they not gonna boo." Bucky, think about CU. Sure, the crowd didn't boo Shedeur, but it wasn't like they were throwing a parade either. Colorado's decision to retire Shedeur and Travis jerseys has raised a few eyebrows, especially with the draft day approaching. Deion Sanders is backing the move, highlighting their accomplishments, while some alumni have voiced concerns about overlooking past greats. Well, this move makes them only the 5th and 6th players in the program's history to get this honor. And yeah, Deion Sanders caught some flack for the call. But if you think other people's opinions matter to him, think again. He straight up shut it all down, standing firm for his guys. "Let's get the elephant out of the room," he started. "I don't want to talk about this too long. If his last name wasn't Sanders, we wouldn't have this discussion. Straight facts. Sometimes we just have to get out of the way, man, and just be thankful for our people. Love thy neighbors and thyself," he added. And let's be real. In just 2 seasons with the Buffs, Shedeur racked up over 7,300 passing yards and 64 touchdowns, while Travis Hunter's rare two-way dominance saw him play an astounding 713 snaps on offense and 748 on defense, a workload rarely seen in college football. So what's the big deal? Former players and fans weren't exactly thrilled about the quick jersey retirement decision. Chad Brown, a former CU linebacker, tweeted, "Never want to take away from anything number 2 or number 12 have done. Amazing players. But to act as if CUFB was invented 3 years ago ignores the greatness in the past." Well, retiring jerseys is a huge honor, not something to be rushed. Darren Calvarini, another former player, echoed this sentiment, advocating a more deliberate process, similar to the NFL Hall of Fame. This jersey retirement drama just highlights the classic clash. Hype for the present versus honoring the OGs. Meanwhile, all this talk around Shedeur seems to be doing his NFL draft prospects a solid. Shedeur Sanders' NFL future takes an interesting turn. With the 2025 NFL draft right around the corner, the New York Giants are showing some serious interest in Shedeur Sanders. Needing some quarterback clarity, they've scheduled a private workout with the Colorado star in Boulder just days before the draft. The Giants, picking 3rd overall, already did their homework on Sanders at Colorado's Pro Day, and they were impressed with his arm and how cool he is under pressure. Sanders is still a fascinating prospect, but where he ends up is anyone's guess. While the Giants are checking him out as a potential long-term answer, the Las Vegas Raiders are also hot on his trail, looking to make a big move. Holding the 6th pick, the Raiders got to make it count, and a lot of folks think Sanders could be their guy. Given that the Giants have some short-term quarterback options in Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston, The Raiders might be looking for a franchise guy down the line. Ice Cube straight up said, of course, when asked if the Raiders should draft Shedeur Sanders. This big-name rapper, a diehard Raiders fan, is pulling for Sanders to rock the silver and black. I think his pedigree, you can't dismiss that. He's seen how to do it on the professional level for a very long time. Has a great, amazing coach and father in Hall of Famer Deion Sanders. If he's there, I think the Raiders should take him. After all that talk about the Giants and Browns, now the Raiders might just jump into the mix. But Shedeur ain't the only one they're eyeballing. The Raiders, while also looking at guys like Boise State's Ashton Janney and Alabama's Jalen Milroe, aren't counting out drafting Colorado quarterback Shedeur Sanders. With Ice Cube in his corner and the buzz around Sanders growing, the Raiders might just make him their priority if he's still on the board at pick 6. But they've got to still deal with some great quarterbacks in the AFC West, Cube added. So we got to make sure we can stop somebody. 'Cause scoring ain't the only thing. The Raiders' move could totally shake up the AFC West, especially if Sanders steps up big time at QB. Shedeur and Tom Brady? Seriously, who had that on their bingo card? Shedeur Sanders appreciates Deion Sanders for lavish 5,000-acre ranch in Texas. Deion Sanders is a devout Christian, a dedicated family man, and his children's biggest supporter. He never misses a chance to uplift and motivate them, always putting their well-being first. From day one, he's been both a father and a coach to Shiloh and Shedeur, guiding their development every step of the way. Now, as they prepare to take the leap to the NFL, Deion continues to create an environment where his family can thrive. Shedeur is grateful to Coach Prime for spending big to ensure he and his siblings have the best of everything. In one of his vlogs, the former Buffs quarterback gave his dad a shout-out for dropping serious money on their new home. But when asked if he'd do the same once he signs an NFL deal, Shedeur laughed it off. He doesn't see the point. After all, his dad already took care of it. We're at the house. Shout out to the Pops for making that big boy payment. Not really. Dad already got one. Why am I going to spend my money on it? Spread across a massive 5,000 acres, the property features several sprawling mansions, giving each of Deion's children their own space and privacy. Coach Prime went all out, installing a full turf football field, a basketball court, a luxury pool, and a hot tub. The estate even includes a small lake, where Deion famously took Travis Hunter fishing to get around the vast property. He cruises in an ATV. Since the ranch is deep in the countryside, it's teeming with wildlife: hogs, snakes, frogs, turtles, and more. But Deion isn't fazed. A true outdoorsman, he keeps a 12-gauge shotgun handy and isn't shy about hunting on his own land. Interestingly, the Hall of Famer once listed the ranch for sale back in 2023, but had a change of heart. Instead, he pulled it off the market and poured even more money into making it the ultimate family retreat. While Deion Sanders spent much of his time in Boulder coaching the Colorado Buffaloes, he needed a home there, too. So, in a show of love and gratitude, his 3 sons, Shedeur, Shiloh, and Deion Jr., pooled their money together to buy him a house just outside of Boulder. The place offers stunning views of the Flatirons, plenty of luxury, and even has a lake perfect for fishing, just the way Coach Prime likes it. Shedeur will soon also be buying a new house for himself, depending on where he lands. While many rent property, the former Buffs QB previously stated his intent on buying a new crib as soon as a team drafts him.